Uh, Now, when you start talking about rockets, for example, and if you're using what's called direct energy deposition for metal, that's a great technology for making rocket nozzles. So you'll see a lot of rocket engine components that are 3D printed out of metal, and they're using that process. That's a pretty neat application. You'll also see in some cases in automotive starting to use more metal parts, so 3D printed metal. That's really metal parts are kind of finding a home in production because you can do a lot of things like you can do a lot of weight reduction by 3D printing the part using generative design and AI, for example, to create an optimized metal part that can't be manufactured any other way. In terms of composites, so if you're talking of photopolymers or FF, people are getting creative and attempting to find ways to make production parts. We make production parts here that are there's not a lot of any sort of regulatory overhead that I have to worry about, other than like FCC and some others that are really easy to conform to. So in that regard, we try to promote production parts using additive. There are a lot of in the what do we call them when the giveaways in sort of the gift environment. There's a lot of people who are starting to do things with additive. You're starting to see additive or 3D printed parts in the mall. If you go to the mall, you might find a store that has toys and whatever that are 3D printed. Jury's out on whether or not that's ever going to be successful, but I would consider that an end use part. Right? It's a toy, and someone's going to use it. It's going to be in the hands of someone other than other than the manufacturer.